Kyle, I apologize. I know you've been asked already, but just talk us through what this race was like for you. Very chaotic with the tires.
Yeah, it was super chaotic, really weird. I don't know. It was just the track wasn't laying any rubber down, so you kind of had to just ride because it was just wearing through the rubber in the tires. And I felt like I was doing a good job managing my stuff, and we just never really got a long run to show how good I guess I was doing at saving. I felt like I would have been right there with how well the 11 and those guys were saving their stuff, but we got the penalty, had to go to the back, and then I had to race hard to try and gain positions and wore through my right front, and then we were one of the first handful of cars I think to pit, and must have just made good time through that sequence and somehow cycled out to finish fifth. So I don't really know how that happened, but it was weird.
So what was today like?
Well, I mean, if I knew I was only doing this one time, I would say that was a lot of kind of fun. It was weird, to have to like manage and guess on like how hard to run, guess how each run was going to play out. You were kind of constantly just in traffic and managing distance to people in front and behind. So like the strategy side of that and the driver's seat was kind of fun, but I would never want to do that again. Like that was to have to run a race like that every week would be not good. And it's honestly probably a black eye to Goodyear, just with all the rubber that couldn't get laid down and just wearing through tires and all that. So yeah, it was just different, and we somehow made the most of it and somehow got to fifth.
If you knew you had like 3 more sets of tires and knew it was just going to be tire management, would that have been okay?
Well, I don't think it would have been any different of a race because you don't want to be the first one to wear out a tire. So you're still trying to make your tire live longer than everybody else's. So if we would have had 10 extra sets of tires, I don't think it would have looked any differently. Maybe just the end of that second stage would have looked different, but that's about it. So yeah, just wild that it never took rubber.
If you didn't have the penalty, do you think you could have won?
I doubt it. Denny, I think, put together a really good run there. Like he was, when everybody was struggling with, because they were all down to quarters and like pitting, he was still good and could make time. So I think he would have been really hard to beat. But maybe if I don't have the penalty, maybe I finish a couple spots better. Maybe I finish a handful of spots worse too. So you just don't really know how it plays out. So I'll be happy with the fifth that we had with the penalty.